Hi everybody, this is Scott Sharp with Fretboard Toolbox, and today we're going to look at building the chords in the key of G major on a baritone ukulele. So let's take a look and I'll show you how it works. Today we're going to be using this Essential Baritone Ukulele ebook from Fretboard Toolbox. We're going to use the Essential version so we can jump around to the pages faster. So we're going to click on the key of G major first, and we're going to learn the 1, 4, and 5 chords. And if you've never learned anything about chord building, I would suggest you go to the Fretboard Toolbox website here and then go to Free Tools and click on Toolbox YouTube, and then watch this long, boring building chords and scales and major keys video. And this should give you a worksheet that goes along with it and show you how to build all these chords and how to build these, which chords and notes go in the key, and all sorts of good stuff. Okay, so let's get started here. We're looking at the key of G major. We're going to learn the 1, 4, and 5 chords. And so I know that G major chords are always built out of the notes G, B, and D. And when I know that, some cool things start to happen. So I can go down to a layout of the baritone ukulele fretboard here, and my tuning is D, G, B, E. And then anywhere that I'm playing just notes in green circles, I'm playing G major chord. So let's show you how that works. Let's first play this open, 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 and then the first string, 3rd fret. And that looks like this. That's a G major chord because I'm only playing G, B, and D notes. It's also a G major chord to add this D on here and just play D, G, D, G, since it just uses those green circle notes. You can play a G major 5, 4, 3, 3 like this. That's because you're only playing G, B, Ds, etc. So there's shapes all up and down the fretboard, but the shapes have meaning when you know which notes make up the chord. So those are G major chords. Now for C major chords, we always need the note C, E, G. That's on every single instrument. That's the cool part. So you can click on C major here. Now we're on the next page, and now all these notes in purple circles are the C major chords. It's also called the 4 chord in the key of G. So I can go 2nd fret, open, 1st fret, open, and that looks like this. 2nd fret, open, 1st fret, open. That's E, G, C, E. I can add my pinky here onto the G because that's a C, E, or G note. I can play these 3 plus this because those are all C, E, and Gs. I can play this one. That's G, C, E, C. Then here's that shape we saw earlier on the G major. So that's going to be starting on the 10th fret, which is going to be way up 5, 7, 8, 9, 10. So C major, C major, C major. Those are all C majors because I'm playing C, E, and G notes. Then to go to the 5 chord, that's a D major, I need the notes D, F sharp, and A. So I can click on that, scroll down here, and now I'm looking at the 5 chord, D major. So D, F sharp, and A notes are all in orange circles on the G major page. So I could go D, A, D, F sharp. That looks like this. D, A, D, F sharp. I can add this F sharp up here because that's one of the 3 notes that make up the chord. I can use this shape we saw on C major, but it's 7, 7, 7, 5. So when you start knowing the notes that make up the chords, some cool things start to happen because these shapes up the neck start making sense. And then what you're also seeing here is these notes in white boxes are the G major scale. Okay, so white box notes are the G major scale. And then these underlined notes are G major pentatonic scales, which I'll cover in a later video. So that's the 3 main major chords. So if you just learn those 3, you can play this chord progression, G, D, G, might be like this. No? Let's try this. That's a different ukulele. All right, so here's G, D, D, no, G, G, D, G. I could play G, C, D, maybe. I can play G, D, C. So just knowing those 3 chords lets me start making a whole bunch of songs. Like these 3, the 1, 4, 5 chords are the backbone of all Western music. Those are huge to learn. So let's learn the 3 minor chords that make up the key, the 2, 3, and 6 chords. So let's start with the 2 chord. A minor chords are always made of the notes A, C, E, every instrument. So I can play A minor in a bunch of places. One of them is 2nd fret, 1st open. That looks like this. That's E, A, C, E. I can play 7, 5, 5, 5 like this. So I can play those minor chords all up and down too. And you start learning these shapes and then you won't even be thinking about the notes after a while. A B minor chord is a little tougher, but it's still the same shape as the A minor. So remember the A minor we're looking at like this. We're leaving this guy open. And now look at the B minor, which is made of the notes B, D, and F sharp. So here's that same shape again, just shifted up 2 frets. So I could go 4, 4, 3, 2. That'd be like this. So F sharp, B, D, F sharp. I could play just these 3 notes. B, D, F sharp. I could play the D string open if I like the sound of that, because that's one of the notes that I need to. So I can, any way that you can find where you're just playing the notes that are in those colored circles, you'll be playing that chord. That's kind of a neat thing. And then the last chord, the 6th chord, is an E minor, made of the notes E, G, B. So you click on E minor, scroll down here, and now I can go 2nd fret, open, 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 like this. E, D, E, G, B, E. I could go 5, 4, 5, 3. So that's G, B, E, G. Again, any way you can find these shapes, there's that first shape we learned with E minor, A minor, and B minor. So these shapes are all the same. Like the minor shapes are all the same, they're just shifted up and down. And the major chord shapes are all the same too, they're just shifted. So pay attention to those shapes and some neat things will start to happen. So if you get those chords down and then you want to practice playing along with them, go to the Fretboard Toolbox website, go to the Jam Tracks link, 200 free jam tracks, and then go to the Some G Major jam tracks. And you click on here and notice all of these chords are ones that we just learned. So you can practice just playing a G major and it'll play it at different speeds. It'll tell you which notes to use. You can play G, D, G, a 1-5-1 progression, and practice playing along with that, and practice G, C, D. And then once you kind of get all those progressions down, you can go to these tracks on shuffle here and then just play along with all of them and see if you can follow along at the different speeds. And just work on changing those chords and being able to move between the chords, and then your brain will start making some great connections. So if you want to pick up your own toolbox, just go to pick your instrument, click on whatever instrument you want. So here's Baritone Uke, and today we were using the Essential Interactive ebook, which is right here. You can also see the print edition here if you want it in paper. And then if you want to just get the free preview pages that have all the G major key stuff that we looked at today, click Look Inside on any of these versions and you can get those free pages. And if you want to get a more advanced toolbox that has all the keys without colored circles, check out the complete book. You can read more about the differences here. So anyways, I hope you found something useful today, and I'm going to have lots more videos coming on lots more instruments. Thanks for taking a look.